Just dropped my pencil. How is everyone? Yes, I was doing a bit of colouring while I was waiting, getting a little bit ahead. I hope you're all well. The weather, I know I mentioned it the other day. Look at me. Polar neck already. It's a bit chilly, just a bit. My nose goes, everything goes. Oh, I'm not a fan of the change of weather. I like it when it eventually comes, but the changing, I'm not so good at. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning at 11 o'clock. We've had to bring our show forward. We've got a busy schedule today and trying to rejig and make everything work meant studio had to be at 11 o'clock today. So thank you so much. So if you can share this show, because obviously it did go out in our newsletter that it would be 1 p.m. The shows never go away equally. So if they do tune in at 1 o'clock, it will be there ready for them. But if you want to share the show, let everybody actually know that I am live now, that'd be brilliant. So Friday's show is sometimes the shows where we offer new exciting products or restock of products, or we do some savings on some products. And today I've got some excellent savings for you. So if you have had your eye on some of these items, then you're in for a little bit of a treat. So we all know Carly launched her I'm Marla Christmas collection about a month ago on TV. 4 of the 7 sold out straight away. So they are back as well, which is amazing. I have linked them to below this show and I've put an amazing saving on for you. So go and check them out. And I've also popped the savings on some of her latest collection as well. Just in case you didn't want Christmas, then there is some on the latest I'm Marla collections as well. So it is buy 3, save 30%. Now you all know if you have those 20% discounts as well, or the 5% club discounts, you're going to get them at nearly half price. So go and check them out. I've got them to show you. I haven't got them all, but I've grabbed a bunch to show you what is on the buy 3 save 10. You can see them below this live video on our website if you want to check those out. It automatically updates once we go live, but I'm just going to quickly run through some of the products that are available on the show today, when you've all got your 20% as well. But actually, no, it's buy 3, save 30 today. Oh, can't wait till you all lose your points. I'm joking. Well, no, I'm not. But we start again in January with our points. So make absolutely the most of those extra savings and those points for you all. So let's do a little bit of a shout out before I show you all. So we have Peapod's Crafty Corner. Lovely for you to join us, sweetheart. Rosie. We have Sheila, Michaela, Tina, Roxy Lee, Teresa, Audrey. Whew. So we need to share because there's a few of my lovely crafty friends missing. You know, we are a lovely community. Afternoon, Tony. Good afternoon, Jan. I hope you're well, sweetheart. So don't forget to share if possible. And if you're not a subscriber, click that subscribe button. Now, I have a lovely demo for you today, and it's using some of Carly's lovely items. Now, we have restocked 4 of the Christmas, and Carly will be returning back to TV with Christmas as well, because you all click that notify me. But today is an opportunity to get those savings with us here in the How to Craft Network studio. But equally, if you catch them on telly later on in the year, then that's absolutely fine also. So let me show you these ones here. So we have 4 Christmas. I'll just show you here very quickly and I'll spin them around. I just grabbed a whole bunch whilst I was walking through our store. I don't think I have them all here, so make sure you do check out the website as well. So if you are behind on your Christmas, this is an opportunity to get caught up. I'm going to make a Christmas card because I know lots of you will be waiting for Christmas to come and you're all going, I haven't made a single Christmas card. I know you all well. I know you all so well, actually. This is the one I'm going to demo today, this gorgeous house. This was my favourite from Carly's collection. Time to Sparkle, decoupage, those lovely presents. They are big. They're not for the faint-hearted, but equally you could do half a card where you've just got the presents and the lady at the top there. And we have these, whoopsie-daisy, these cheeky ladies, which are huge. They are cheeky. Great for gents cards who like cheeky Christmas cards. And then we have the Bride I Do. Very quickly. And then we have Sophisticated. Typical Me. Now, the shows with Carly are linked to our channel also. So if you want to go back and watch the live show where Carly actually launched all of these, you can go back and get that inspiration. The design team knock it out of the park every single time with all of the samples. So you can go and get that inspiration if you want to. Hopefully there's something for everybody today, but equally the channel is not about selling all of the time. It is my business. I do need to sell, but it is about the inspiration also. So there's some of the items, so have a look at those. Right, so let me just show you a couple of samples actually, because I've grabbed a whole bunch here, because Carly's team are amazing. Well, I say Carly's team. Half of it's my team as well, so they all just work so well together. We have Michelle, Carol Ann, we have Karen. They all just muck in, Paul, Elaine. So it depends on timescales and things like that, but you'll see an eclectic mix from lots and lots of different crafters. So this is that lovely poop. This is that Dalmatian. Look at that. So gorgeous. And there is that decoupage. You can see decoupage. Look at that. I love that one as well. And then these are some of the stencils. This is that lovely house. Look at that. Very Christmassy. I'll try and do Caroline. Try and do little shouts out if they've got names on. That one's Paul. Carly, probably. A lot of these Carly. Carly does a lot of the work herself. Karen. This is just a bunch of the samples, so you get a feel of what you can achieve with those. So shall we get straight into demo? I'm quite excited about this one because it's Christmas and it'll be the start of my Christmas cards firstly. But I'm going to use the house, which is the festive day, which is this one. This one here. So you get the big house and the like flutter of snowflakes down the top. I'm going to be using my embossing powder Litterbug. This is going to give us hopefully some sparkle in some snow. I'm going to be using some ink pads to create a misty, moody background. So I'm going to be using Surfboard and Indigo. And we do a bit of technique as well. Hopefully. See how it goes. I have a vision. I always have a vision. Right, so let's get cracked straight on. So I have some white cardstock here. And I think I'm going to do a nice pick-up of wash with the purple and the blue on here. So I'm going to do it in segments. So I'm going to pop some blue. Be careful if you have these ink pads. Remember, a little goes a long way. And then I'm just going to add some water. I'll just grab a brush. I'm just going to mix it up here. Look how bright that is. My goodness me. So is everyone okay? I do have a winner to announce for the Funky Fossil. I know I did say we'd give our show away for our last one. I will do it. I haven't picked it yet, but I promise I will. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 p.m, product preview for birthday. So this is a bit of purple. So I've just used water from my brush and my water because my spray bottle's in my craft bag. So I'm just going to pick this up here. I'm just going to go about halfway here. Oh, Audrey got her inks this morning. Look at that. Gosh, I'm not going to put any more on that. That seems a waste now. Shall we do a mop-up? Let's do a mop-up. I feel terrible not doing a mop-up. It's just too much. I need about 10 mop-ups. Look at that. Second mop up, I'll probably get a third. I need to just clean that off very quickly. So let's just clean. So let's use, that is the Indigo. So now let's use Surfboard. Just move my mop up. Not as much as the blue this time. I'm going to have to be even less frugal with my colour. Don't want to waste it. So get that water, add some water. Get a nice puddle. Now I'm going to be a little bit sporadic with this. I don't want it all over, so I'm going to sort of pounce like so. Get that corner, got a bit of white there. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm going to leave that. So let's just do our mop up. Have we all got our Stamping Together tickets for the festival? I mean, I look at that for a mop-up. I mean, I quite like that one too. They both look nice, don't they? Love them mop up. Have we all got our Stamping Together tickets for Port Sunlight on the 8th of October? If you can, don't forget, maybe do a shout out in the group, because there might be somebody who lives down the road who's getting in a car and going, and you might want to go. So please let each other know where you're all from, so you can sort of like make some crafty friends. Just get my name for the winner for Funky Fossil so I don't forget. And my coffee. Most important. Right. Shall we dry this one off? Just giving this a good old blast. Can't make it this time, maybe next time. That's absolutely fine. We've got a lovely guest presenter, Matt McNamara from Create and Craft. He's going to be the guest there, who will be presenting lots of 20-minute demos with all of the different brands. So we're changing it up a little bit this year. We're going to have a demo stage. Well, I'll call it a demo stage, but a demo area where you will be able to sit and watch some demos from some of the lovely exhibitors there as well. So it's all cool. So that's nice and dry now. So what I want to do now is, what we're going to do here is, I'm just going to grab a piece of white card. I'm going to create some like snowy, hilly effects on here. So it's a piece of white card that's just obviously a little bit bigger than this. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear, so I get like some like snow drifty sort of effects. Can we see here? And then like so. So I think it'll look messy to start with. Have patience. I'm just going to hold it in place here just so I've got a visual. Another reason to have this amazing glass mat, guys. And then we've got, let's just chop this one up a little bit, make it a little bit different. So let's start at the base. That'd be smart, wouldn't it? So I've got one at the base, so it's straight, like so. Can we see here? So I've just teared up some pieces of paper here, nothing fancy. And then we'll pop this one in here behind. Let's have a look. No, I want the teared edge. Can we see? And then we could get one more in maybe, we'll see. Oh, look at that, like it was meant to be. Definitely going to go with that. So all I'm going to do here is on the edges of our card, see this part here? Now we have these embossing pens. You might have one at home. It's from Thirsty Brush. And it's got like a bullet and a nib on there. And these are brilliant if you want to create snow and things like that. These are on the website. Embossing pen. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the embossing, I'm just going to colour that sort of torn area of the snow. And I'm going to use my embossing powder called Litterbug. You can't see the ink, it's clear sort of effect. So let's just grab a piece of card here. And then when you stick, so the Litterbug is like, it's got shards of like, look like litter. You see? Hopefully it's stuck there. I think I need to add some more ink. Let's just move that aside a second. Let's use the fatter end. Oh, I've ruined it. I've ruined my end. Let me just see if I've got another one. Oh, I have. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. That's better. Look at that. You can see, hopefully it'll heat sit on there. Or if you don't have the pen, this is another way you can actually do it as well. So you just get your ink pad like so. And then just grab one of the others, look. And you can just take your ink pad and brush it over. This is probably probably better than the pen because this card has got loads of chalk content. I'm struggling to get that ink on with that pen. So if you do have an ink pad, this is an alternative way. So let's try this here now. There we go. You see there? So let's do that one. I'm happy with that one with that pen. And let's just do the last one. Or was it this one? Yeah. I'm just going to take the ink pad, brush it on the bit where I want sort of the snow effect. And then add our lovely. You see there, you've got that lovely sort of sparkly effect on it. And it's just like a glimmer. It just catches the light and it'll look like lovely, lovely snow. So let's just pop this back in our jar. So if you have been buying the Wow embossing powders with my colours and things like that, perfect for this. So let's heat set this one. Is Litterbug back in stock? I think it's on the website. So I'm getting my gun hot. I'm just going to heat set this onto the edge here. And it really does look like shards of snow. It's absolutely beautiful. If you don't have Wow powders and the gun and all of that stuff, then maybe use some of the chunky glitters you have. That would work as well. Just trying to give you options. Excuse me. Right, so clean this off. Let's go back to our masterpiece, our Dippy Inky background. And let's get our Eureka here. I'm just going to pop this into the Eureka. And because in that set you get that lovely sort of snowy background as well, you've got to use it. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to pop it straight in the top. Look at that. It's lovely. Now, let's have a look here. So in the Showstopper collection, you get Litterbug, which is perfect for snow. Then you get Going My Way, which has got like a pinky reddy undertone. But in there we do have Swing Baby, which has got a teal undertone. I think I'm going to try that on this and see what it looks like. Because, you know, embossing powders look completely different on different backgrounds. Some are transparent, some are not. So let's give this one a twirl on this pink and blue background and see what it actually looks like. It's good to experiment. If it looks good, you can do it. If you don't, then you don't have to do it. You're not going to waste your own time because I did it for you, didn't you? Right, anti-static bag. Now, really important because we really need to get crisp snowflakes on our back of our cardstock here. So I'm just littering the back of this cardstock, making an absolute mess, but it'll be so worth it not to get all like a messy one. So I'm just going to ink up this snowflake here. I might stamp it twice. Oh yes, another thing as well. Our Crafts Beautiful Awards is about to close. I think the closing date might be tomorrow or Monday maybe. But if you haven't voted for your favourite companies, you've got a couple of days probably to do it. We're in there. Some of our lovely friends are in there as well. All you need to do is go to Crafts Beautiful Awards and vote for the people that you love. We're in there for 5, I think. Best website, best tool, Eureka. Simon's in there for Avago Ink, which is the best kids range. So if you haven't voted, please do so. So let's stamp this one out. So let's get some colour on here. So I am using Swing Baby on this one. So if you are wanting to make this card and you have my pack, can you see it's got that lovely teal undertone on there. So I don't know what this is going to look like on this blue and purple, but I'm willing to give it a go. Now this will get sparklier when I heat set that. Oh, God. Make sure you put your lid on. It'll end up everywhere. So Teresa Milne, question, the anti-static bags to you, pat or press? I do both. I swipe, I pat, I just make sure it's absolutely littered in that sort of whatever powder's in it. And it gives you a better finish. And you'll see when I heat set this how crisp it is. And this is with cardstock. That's got actually a bit of dampness to it because we've just inked it, haven't we? So it will not be completely dry. I know I did it with my gum, but it takes a while for things to be completely dry. So I'll get this one heat set. Get your gun really hot. I'll show you it in a second. There we go, look at that. And I'll show you this one now. Really nice. I like a little bit of teal. It's actually showing very silvery on there, but trust me, it does have a teal undertone. It really does. You see all that detail? Really pretty. Thank you. Really, really pretty. Right, just for a second, I'm just going to pop this underneath my Eureka, try and get it flat. Pop it under there, and then I'll forget about it. Can't find it. You know what it's like. So let's pop this stamp away onto here. So what we're going to do now is, I've gone ahead already and stamped out that lovely house, but I wanted to have a grey stone house, and I didn't have any grey cardstock. So what I did was I just took a black or grey ink pad. I used this one, and I just popped it on my glass mat, diluted it down with some water, and painted the cardstock myself so I had it grey. That makes sense. So if you haven't got grey cardstock, paint your own cardstock, your own colour. And then I've just added a little bit of colour into the door, the window, and I'm just using my pencils. You'll all have pencils in your stash. So these are our oil pastel pencils, but pencils are pencils. If you've got good ones, stick with them. So let's just grab, I'm not going to spend ages colouring, but I just want to add some colour to here. So I've done it with the grey, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to cast a shadow sort of down the pillars, just to add a bit of dimension to my image here. Nothing fancy, a little bit to the top of the snow so it looks like. So you could spend hours colouring, and I probably will play with it later. But add some nice shadows in areas. It just stops your image from looking flat, that's all. Makes it pop a little bit, outline things, cast a shadow underneath there maybe. So this is just grey, some on the steps. So this is what I was colouring before we came to where you see. It would be darker under there, so. And you can really go to town adding light in the windows. I just love this stamp. It's really homely to me, and as you know, I'm a big home bird. So I just like the story it tells. I love a good story. And it tells me that there's some very happy people inside there with the heating on. Well, we can't put our heating on. But they've got the heating on. The TV is on in the background. The kids are playing. It tells me a wonderful story. So let's just set that aside. So that's what I did. And what I did, just for reference, just so you can see what I did. What did I do with the packet here? So, you know, here it is. If you look at the packet here, it's got two pillars down each side. I couldn't fussy cut around those for toffee. It just wouldn't happen. So I've cut them away, but I'll show you a way how to get around that now on this card. So let's just bring in our card and let's just get the detail on here. So let's bring in our sort of snowy, drifty, hillsy type style things. So I'm just going to pop them all down one side and then I'll trim them off with my scissors, okay? So let's just go with some glue. Hopefully it's not blocked. Pop this with a pokey tool. And then we'll snip off the side edge, tidy it up a little bit, and then I'll show you a way to get around that sort of tree, sorry, the lamppost. You know what's, because I know a lot of you, fussy cutting wise, if you're anything like me, are not great. I know some of you do like to fussy cut though. You do enjoy the process. I would probably say most don't, and I'm one of them. Right, so let's get this glue on here. So I'm going with the bottom corner here. Now, I didn't take the glue all the way to the top because I want to tuck the other hills in, if you remember. So we've got this one as well. So let's just pop some glue down here. Not as much as that, mind. Get rid of some of that. And then we'll pop this one underneath. So totally your call, where you want to line up, where you want your hills to be. We see already, so we've got that one there. And then our last one. I'm just making sure they're all lined up on the left, so I haven't got to worry about cutting that side. So you can see sort of the overhang. Can we see that there? So let's just get this pressed down. Let's pop a block on it for now, actually. Have we got a block? Oh, here we go. Just grab a block and we'll just weigh it down. Give it a chance to adhere on there, look. And then that'll be our background and our lovely snowdrifts. Now, if you haven't got any of the Imala collections and you have maybe the Avogo collections, the cute animals, the penguins, they would look cute on the front of here. Think about what you might have in your stash as well to sort of like replicate this card, because there are no rules with craft and you might have something in your stash and I might just inspire you by picking up something and doing something a little bit different. So I'm just giving that chance to adhere. And then on the back here, I'm just going to take my scissors and trim it down. So I've turned my artwork over. I'm just going to cut down the side of the card, get rid of that bulk, like so. And now we've got our lovely snowdrift card front. So make some space, make some space. Let's stick this straight to our card blank. And again, we'll use tape and glue. Just to help me out a little bit. A lot of tape. And we will use glue as well. And then we'll mount this into the centre of here, look. Right, as soon as you add that pop of black, comes together, doesn't it? Let's just pop our Eureka on top. Right, any questions while we just give this a second to dry? Let's have a look. So if you are just tuning in, we have buy 3 save 30% on lots of Imala goodies, some of which are back in stock. So you'll be able to get some super savings on there. And also on other products as well, as you can see there, on some of the latest Imala designs. And Carly will be back on TV using some of these products as well. We bought them back in stock to take them back to TV. So take the opportunity whilst you can, if you did have your eye on anything on there. And don't forget, tomorrow night at 7, product preview, birthday part 2. We can get a little bit more excited this time, can't we? It's hard not to leave the shop once you're there. Michaela, last time Michaela came, my son was like, do you want to play ball? She's like, I was thinking, don't ask customers to play ball, Tom. Anyway, she's like, yeah, come on. They're both in shop, ping-ponging this ball. I'm like, oh, if she falls, oh. She's like, I actually had fun. So there we go. That's not a bad effort. What do we think? I think that looks quite realistic. So let's just pop this in our Eureka. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp that lovely house again onto our background. And this is the way you get around that fussy cutting of those lights. Okay, so have a look. So you see here, the lights are actually going to be stamped on the background. Then when we 3D our image that we've cut and coloured on top, the lights in the background will be there. Right, so let's stamp this one. I'm going to just stamp in black. And I have a massive giveaway tomorrow as well. And I'll announce the giveaway of the other one tomorrow as well. And it will be here in Studio 1 because I need all the cameras to show you all of the stuff. Not giving too much away, but I need Tim's help. So I'm not so bothered about the house because I've done the house, remember. We've cut that on the grey. It's more about getting this detail, which I've cut away, which I would never be able to really. It's this detail I want here. See here? Christmas cards, what's all that about? Where's my house? Here it is. Then we need to pop our house here, look. You see how we'd still get our light. It's amazing. I'd never be able to fussy cut those anyway. So let's pop our house on. And now what we need to do is we need to add some sparkle. Oh, let's have a look what we've got going on down here. Oh, my goodness. Shall we try this one today? Which one's this one? Icicles. Let's try this one today. Glitter glue for a change. So I'm taking the icicles and I'm popping sparkle on the top of each window. Let me just see if that's not. I feel I'm getting glue, but no glitter. I hate these nozzles. I bet everybody else is thinking the same. I hate them. I hate them. Oopsie daisy. Let's try now. There we go. We've got sparkle. Let's add some sparkle. So this takes a while to dry, so don't think putting it on now it'll be dry in 10 minutes because it absolutely will not. And again, this is an alternative if you haven't got the heat embossing or glitter. Maybe you could add some back onto the snowdrifts, make it even thicker. I don't think there are any rules. Play around with it. You could absolutely pop some spots of this in between your beautiful snowflakes too. In the middle of your snowflakes as well. You could also add some sparkle to our lovely snowman. And it just needs a sentiment, doesn't it, at the top? What do we think? Oh, Rose's QD arrives today, hopefully. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So I'm going to leave that there, but I will show you the card that inspired me. Now, this one was made by Carol Ann, and what she's done here, she's used chunky glitter and she embossed in white onto a pearl card here. So this is my interpretation of, this is me taking inspiration from another person's card, but changing it up a bit, and this is what it's all about. So this one is the beautiful one from Carol Ann. And this is mine today. So, what do I think? So you can see there, Carol Ann spent way more time colouring her image, but she's got that depth in there. Bit more sparkle. The background is darker. That's a cardstock. So if you're not great with getting colours and things on the background, you can use your coloured cardstocks. There's just so many options, isn't there? And again, same stamp, but they do look different, don't they? Don't you think? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. So that's the demonstration for today. Take advantage of the buy 3, save 30 if you did have your eye on any of the iMala products as well. And that's it for me today. I do have a meeting at 12, so I'm going to have to dash. But I am back with you tomorrow at 7 for product preview. But I will announce the winner of the Funky Fossil goodies. So Sarah did message me, and the winner of the Funky Fossil goodies is a lady called Carol Wayne. So if Carol Wayne is on, you are the winner. Sarah did pick you as the winner. If you message me at info@stampsbyme or on my personal page on Facebook with your address, we'll get those products out to you. So I hope you've all had a good 45 minutes with me. Oh, Julie says she thought it was 1. My mistake, I told you all it was 1. I'm sorry, Julie. It's 11 today. Anyway, you can still catch it. I never go anywhere. I'm always here. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely afternoon. See you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and well done to the lovely Carol Wayne on winning all of those lovely goodies from the very, very giving Sarah from Funky Fossil. Have a great day, guys. See y'all later. Bye.